Right, I'm here with Phil Sheehan and Rob Varker, who are specialists at IBM in talking about cloud computing. So guys, we are going to do a crash course in cloud computing, something we hear a lot about, but what is it? Rob, tell us about cloud computing.
Thank you. So cloud computing is basically a mechanism of accessing systems or information via the internet or via a distributed network. And really what we're looking at there is changing the systems of access from a technology-based discussion to a business output discussion. And so what we mean by that is, instead of deciding about whether we're running on Intel or P series or X series, we're now going out in terms of business process. And that technology discussion is taken care of by the cloud. And so you're buying an output from that cloud.
If you imagine going back 100 years and we had hand assembly lines for cars being built, and today we've got those same cars being built via robotics. We see the cloud computing as the industrialisation of IT delivery services, and it's a new way of looking at the whole access methodologies.
As a user of the internet, I'm frustrated by speed, sometimes worries about security. These must be common anxieties for people moving into a cloud model. How do you deal with those anxieties?
Look, the speed issue, Vincent, is obviously exceptionally critical, and what's going on with the government's decision for broadband and fibre to the door is obviously going to impact the speed aspect, and I think that's critical for cloud computing to really take off, certainly in New Zealand. The security aspects, they're obviously of an enhanced concern as well, and what IBM's managed to invest so far over $1 billion US into cloud computing. We've built technologies at the very basic level that inherently protect the data between physical and logical layers, with things like our Cloudburst product, and also the new EX5 server range and the Power 7 range have all had virtualization, which is the predominant factor of cloud computing, built into them logically and physically from the ground up.
Yep. We talk a lot about productivity in New Zealand. I'm assuming that these will provide some productivity gains because you're getting access to best-of-breed technology, best-of-breed software. Are you seeing Kiwi customers taking up this option?
I think New Zealanders tend to be pretty innovative anyway, and so I think we've seen some really interesting inroads from a number of our clients, and also from the government as a whole, where there's been a real thrust down this path. And I think that will only grow as we start to see some real results come through.
Excellent. So specifically speaking, are there IBM products that leverage the cloud, that are really building on the cloud, that you would like to see people, I guess, eventually buying, or at least having a conversation with you about?
There's a number in the software stack, in the WebSphere range, in the database range, in the portal space, lots and lots of stuff, and of our own products. And of course our ISV partners are building applications that are integrating the same technology for their solutions to take to market as well.
We've just recently launched what we call the Dev and Test Cloud. It's an environment that's driven out of the US, but we have access, because it's on the cloud, everyone has access to it, which is basically a mechanism of providing computing cycles with whatever operating system you want, and you pick it through a little portal, as Phil said, that you can then access and put your own applications on, or your own data on, and have it sitting there in a managed environment, backed up, supported, that you can use, and you can pay for that by the hour, by the CPU hour. You can pay for it by the gigabytes that you use for storage, and that's there now, and we're seeing a lot of interest in that.
Excellent. So if you want to know more about cloud computing, give Phil Sheehan and Rob Varker a call on 0508 Ask IBM, or simply click on the link that we've got with this story. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Vincent.
Thanks, Vincent.